What's up, friends? Welcome back to the channel for another movie reaction. Very excited for today's, which is Pan's Labyrinth. And this is a movie that I have heard brought up a lot by name, but I don't really know anything about it beyond the title of it. I know it's directed by Guillermo del Toro. From the few movies that I've seen from his filmography, he does mostly kind of like horrors or thriller type things, very surreal experiences. So I assume this movie will probably be in the same genre, in the same vein as those movies, but I don't know, it could be unexpected and go a different route than I'm thinking. But either way, I'm very excited to check it out, and because I don't really know anything about it, I can't really offer too much of my thoughts beforehand, but I know how highly regarded this one is, so I'm sure that I will enjoy watching it. Looking forward to it. I'm watching it on the Criterion Collection Blu-ray, and usually the Criterion movies are very well crafted films, and so I'm expecting some good things with this, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to watching my reaction to it. And if by the end of the video you enjoyed watching my reaction to it, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. That helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel out, so I appreciate you guys who do that. And as always, looking forward to interacting with you in the comments of this one. I'm not sure if this is a movie that is like an analysis type deep thought movie. Obviously we just saw Taxi Driver, which does have a lot of those kind of deep thought provoking questions that it raises. Not sure what this one's like, but I'm sure we'll have great discussions in the comments, so I'm looking forward to that. And as always, if you'd like to watch along for my entire reaction, definitely check out my Patreon link in the description. That's where you can find that, as well as all my other full-length reactions from the channel that I've done. And obviously you'll need your own copy of the movie to watch along with me for this. I'm excited to go ahead and get into this one, so let's go ahead and start Pan's Labyrinth. And off the top of my head, the Guillermo del Toro movies that I think I've seen before are Crimson Peak. I think that's directed by him, right? And then Mimic. Those might be the only two, but the thing that I've noticed from those two movies at least is he has a very, very unique and kind of otherworldly style to his movies that kind of suck you in a lot when you watch them. At least I remember Crimson Peak, like the set design and everything was really, really good in that movie. Oh wow, we're jumping back quite a bit then. Oh shoot, so this like true events then in history? Some pretty heavy stuff there though, for sure.
Cuentan que hace mucho
Fascinating opening shot.
vivía una princesa que soñaba con el mundo de los humanos. Burlando toda vigilancia, la princesa escapó.
I mean, from that little bit of narration so far, it seems like this is kind of a fairy tale type story. Just the way that the dialogue's been given so far makes me think that.
Y al correr de los años, murió. Sabía que el alma de la princesa regresaría y él la esperaría hasta su último aliento dejara de girar.
Very interesting setup. I like that. That sounds pretty entertaining as far as a storyline. So I don't know if that's like the story from one of the books that she's reading, or if that's like some fourth wall narration. I like the warm tones so far of the grade. Don't see that too often anymore, I feel like. Dang, bro, that bug is huge. Squash that immediately. That thing would scare the crap out of me if I saw it in real life. Feel like she must have activated something maybe by putting that back. I don't know. Oh, that's pretty cool looking right there. Already, just as like my only experience with Guillermo del Toro before, the set design and everything so far, it does look very, very cool. This doesn't look like necessarily a set. I don't know if they used an actual like rock formation for it.
Tiene usted que subir a verlo. La herida no mejora. La pierna se le está poniendo muy mal.
No he podido conseguir más.
Unless I'm misinterpreting, it seems like Mercedes and maybe her husband, is that who she's talking about? They're kind of disrespected or not paid attention to by the captain. At least the doctor's friendly to him though, got him some stuff. Medicine, I assume.
¿Por qué tenías que casarte?
Estuvimos solas tanto tiempo.
Yo estoy contigo. No estabas sola. Nunca has estado sola.
I like the story so far, though. It's dealing with some very interesting themes and thoughts. I like the way the dialogue's given a perspective to both the mother and the daughter so far.
Yo subí al monte, capitán, para cazar conejos.
Conejos.
Oh, what the heck, bro? That's disgusting. Oh my gosh, I was not ready for that. What in the world? Holy crap, man, that got heavy and graphic real quick. Dude beat his whole face in with just a beer bottle.
A ver si aprenden a registrar esta gentuza.
Sí, mi capitán.
And even after finding that he was actually hunting rabbits, he just shows like no remorse and just walks off. There's one cold dude right here.
Es un hada. Esto es un hada.
What the heck? Yo, this thing is some sort of fairy or something, just transformed. This movie's definitely took a very unexpected turn. This looks a little bit like the well or whatever that it showed in the opening. I feel like she's going down to wherever that girl in the story came from originally.
Hola. Hola.
Whoa! What the heck is that?
¿Sois vos? ¿Habéis regresado? No os asustéis, os lo ruego.
Mi nombre es Ofelia. ¿Quién eres?
Dang, dude, how is she not even fazed by this? She's one brave girl.
Soy un fauno, Dito Altis.
No,
Vos sois la princesa Moana.
Moana? What? Disney stole from Guillermo del Toro.
Este es el libro de las encrucijadas. Cuando estéis sola, abridlo.
I don't know if that's all like prosthetics and costuming or if there's a little bit of like CGI there as well, but the fawn looked really, really cool. I really liked the design of him. The voice actor for him was great as well. He had a very cool voice. Nice. Respect to her, man. She's just going along with everything. I might be a little too freaked out to get farther into whatever's going on here.
Parecerás una princesa.
una princesa.
Hey, interesting. So the guy, the fawn, said that she was born of the moon, and that's a moon birthmark or scar or something. So I think she just realized that she is who he said she was.
¿Tú crees en las hadas?
Ya no, pero cuando era muy niña sí. Entonces yo creía muchas cosas en las que ahora ya no creo.
I feel like there's a recurring theme of like childhood innocence and believing in things, whereas when you get older you lose that belief and you become more cynical and stuff like that. Just in a few interactions with some adults it seems like that keeps coming up.
¿Es la única copia?
La única, señor.
A partir de hoy la llevo yo.
I feel like that is significant. Is there going to be a point where they're going to need to get the key off of him? Whoa, man, I'm really liking some of the transitions in this. I usually don't see creative transitions too often in big budget movies or anything like that, so it always takes me by surprise, but I appreciate it.
Ahora el árbol se muere. Debajo de sus raíces ha anidado un enorme sapo que no lo deja sanar.
Are we gonna see that toad? Because if it's anything like the fawn's design, I'm probably gonna be freaked out by it at the beginning. That's a similar bag to what the doctor gave Mercedes earlier.
Antibiótico.
Oh, he's gonna realize that the doctor's been giving other people some stuff, I think. Unless that's just like the typical doctor's package design.
¡Os habéis olvidado esto! ¿Por qué no bajáis a por él? ¡Tendría huevos que os tocara!
So who are those guys then? I'm assuming they're like some rival soldiers or something like that. And I feel like based off the captain's personalities and interactions so far, I would guess that they're probably good guys, but I don't know. Oh, dude, there's that toad. Guess he's not quite as terrifying as I thought he might be. Yo, whoa. At that point, I think it's time to turn around. This is definitely an interesting movie so far. Just the visual style of it is very different than what I'm used to. What is going on here? Dude just threw up his entire insides. What the heck? Dang, Guillermo del Toro has such a imaginative mind. The things that he comes up with are so unlike a lot of other things, which I always, as people who've been watching the channel for a while know, I always like movies that give me a different experience than things I've had before.
Andan a cuestas al menos con un herido.
Con perdón, capitán. ¿Cómo está usted tan seguro?
Hoy casi los cogemos. Llevaban esto, antibiótico.
Yep. The doctor here is definitely the one who's giving him the stuff. I guess maybe the captain didn't know what his gifts and packages looked like, so that may be why he didn't suspect him.
Porque esta gente parte de una idea equivocada, que somos todos iguales. Y si para que nos enteremos todos hay que matar a esos hijos de puta, pues los matamos. Y ya está.
Well, it didn't take very long and wasn't very hard for me to be against this guy. He's got a very dangerous mentality.
Los hombres de la tropa decían que cuando el general Vidal murió en el campo de batalla, estrelló su reloj contra el suelo para que constara la hora exacta de su muerte, para que su hijo supiera cómo muere un valiente.
Habladurías, nunca tuvo un reloj.
Some great dialogue right there. I feel like there's a lot you could take from that moment. The way his delivery was, that guy felt like he was kind of calling out the captain for being a bit of a coward. I don't know though. And the captain's phrase about him not owning a watch seems to just be him trying to put some sort of distance between the wealth or the position of him and the first husband.
Pasearemos por los 7 patios. Vuestro palacio.
No sé que lo que dices es verdad.
I don't trust this guy anymore, the way this conversation's going. Feels like he might almost be using her to get access to whatever this palace is. That's just the impression that I got from that interaction. Oof, man, that doesn't look very good. Almost looked initially like it was making the image of a uterus or something, which I don't know if that's connected to her mom and the baby. Oh, it was! Dang it, dude.
No me importa lo que necesite o lo que cueste, cúrela.
Yikes, I feel like if the doctor doesn't succeed at bringing forth a healthy baby, that his life might be at stake. The captain does not seem like a very forgiving person.
Tú ayudas a los del monte, ¿verdad?
Se lo has dicho a alguien.
No se lo diré a nadie. Nunca. No quiero que te pase nada malo.
I feel like her connection with Mercedes is stronger than her connection with her mom right now. And Mercedes seems like a really good person, so I feel like it's a good thing they have a good connection.
Pedro, hermano.
Oh, it's her brother. Very interesting. No wonder she wants to help them.
Es una mandrágora colocada debajo de la cama de vuestra madre en un cuenco con leche fresca.
I don't know about that. I feel like that's some shady work right there. I feel like you're gonna conjure up something real bad. Who knows? Maybe this is all just a subverting tactic, and it's making me wanting me to think this is a bad guy.
Británicas y canadienses han desembarcado en una... Más de 150.000 soldados del general Big de Eisenhower.
Well, that's a real person's name in history, so maybe this is taking place in like a real situation.
Una vez abierta la puerta, iniciad el reloj de arena. No comáis ni bebáis nada durante vuestra estancia.
What? That's pretty awesome, man. Such a fascinating world that he's created here, but not without its unsettling pieces as well, that's for sure. Bro, what is that thing sitting in that chair across the table? Oh my gosh, what? Yo, this thing is terrifying. easily tops the fawn and the toad so far on the spooky scale. I think it's time to get out of there. It looks like this thing just eats people, and I think she's on the menu. Oh man, this is some creepy filmmaking, how it just keeps showing him in the background sitting there. It's effective though, it's definitely making me on edge. How about we just give it a preemptive decapitation, just in case. I don't even want to know what this thing sounds or acts like if it wakes up. Come on, Ophelia, you had clear instructions to not eat. What are you doing? Okay, time to freaking go. What is this thing, man? Oh, this thing is the thing of nightmares. That design is horrifying. Jeez, dude, this is so unsettling to look at. I don't know how Guillermo del Toro comes up with these creature designs, but they're pretty incredible. Definitely effective in eliciting some scares. Oh man, now I can breathe. What the heck? Hopefully she never has to encounter whatever that thing was again. That was freaking terrifying. And I feel like as strange as the creature and character designs have been so far, I wonder if there's like some significance behind their design at all. Nothing comes to mind yet, so it'd probably be something that I'd have to look at afterwards.
Las cosas por aquí no están muy bien. Cuando salgas, quiero pedirte una cosa. Que no le hagas daño a mamá. Si me obedeces, te llevará a mi reino y serás un príncipe.
Great scene right there, man. Love the lines of dialogue. The writing in this movie has been very good so far. And I feel like the tone of this movie and everything, the dialogue matches, because it's not necessarily like typical or natural dialogue per se. It feels kind of like very fantastical and fairy tale like, but it matches what the movie's going for. And I'm not familiar with that young actress, but she's doing a really good job in the movie so far.
Mi capitán, hemos acorralado a un grupo que ha quedado rezagado. Se han refugiado en el peñasco.
Oh, dang it, dude. He's gonna know Mercedes helped him out. She lied to him about there only being one key. Oh, gosh, man. This dude's such a monster, man. He's just enjoying toying with that guy. You gotta go to a pretty dark place emotionally.
¡Mi capitán! ¡Aquí hay uno vivo!
Oh, I bet this one's gonna be her brother, isn't it?
Solo tiene un tiro en la pierna.
Oh, and it's not showing us. Just leaving me in suspense. That's my guess, though, is that it's gonna be Mercedes' brother. Oh, it is her brother. Shoot. There's no telling what they're gonna do to him in there. The captain's ruthless enough when he doesn't want anything from anybody else. I can't imagine what he'll do if he wants information from somebody.
Lo llevo yo.
I'm guessing that shot was significant. Is she going to keep that on her just in case she needs to use it? I like all the different storylines in this. I was assuming that we might just follow the girl for the entire story. But I like that we're getting a look at all these other characters as well.
Coño, Garcés. Para uno que cogemos y resulta que está tartamudo. Nos vamos a pasar aquí la noche entera.
Mientras hable, mi capitán.
That is her brother, right? Maybe I just saw wrong earlier because her brother didn't stutter earlier, but I think there was another guy who did.
¡Habéis roto las reglas!
Eran solo dos uvas. Yo creí que nadie se daría cuenta.
¡Habéis fallado!
Dang it, dude. Everything's falling apart from every angle of this movie. This guy turned on her quick, man. What's she gonna do now? I feel like she could go try and find him again in the labyrinth, but maybe things change.
Dios mío, ¿qué le han hecho?
No mucho.
Oh no, man, he's gonna realize he's been giving him medicine. What's he gonna freaking do to him?
¿Estás enferma?
Dang it, dude, what's he gonna do? Oh man, the way this cuts away before it shows certain things is genius, but also just adds to the stress levels.
Y pronto entenderás que la vida no es como en tus cuentos de hadas. El mundo es un lugar cruel.
Oh gosh, man. Surely that's gonna start some bad chain of events. Oh, what? Is it connected to the baby? Killing that kills the baby? Or what is going on right now?
¿Por qué no me obedeció?
Es que obedecer por obedecer, así, sin pensarlo, eso solo lo hacen gentes como usted, capitán.
Oh man, what a line. That was awesome. This man went out like an absolute boss though. Delivered one of the best lines of the movie and stayed true to his beliefs. That freaking sucks though, man. I liked him. No, dang it, dude. What? Shoot, man. Ophelia's life is falling apart for her right now. Poor Ophelia's probably gonna feel like it's her fault as well because she didn't finish the tasks.
Ofelia, me voy esta noche.
¿A dónde?
No te lo puedo decir. No te lo puedo decir.
Take her with you, man.
No puedo.
Gosh, that's like the only positive outcome that I see at this point is if she leaves with Mercedes. Thank goodness. I was worried for a second that it wasn't going to happen. Oh my gosh, this frame is stressing me out. Can't see behind the umbrella. Oh no! That was fantastic camera work though. That reveal was excellently done. I knew something was about to happen.
El asunto es muy sencillo. Usted va a hablar y yo tengo que saber. Precisamente para eso.
Oh yes, she still has it with her. Please tell me that she can be the one who ends up getting rid of this dude. Or at least escapes.
No voy a poder confiar.
Yes, Mercedes. Thank you, dude.
Yo no soy un viejo y un hombre herido, hijo de puta. No serás el primer cerdo que te guarda.
Oh my gosh, dude. Mercedes is a freaking legend. What? That was a fantastic scene. That was awesome. Man, please tell me there's some of the gorillas left out here. At least I assume that's what I should call them. That's the only thing I've heard them called before. What? Oh, bro, that took me by surprise. Dang. Oh, yes, man. They freaking took them all out in seconds. Yes, dude, her brother is still alive. Oh man, amazing sequence. My heart was racing there for a second. That was extremely satisfying to see him handled.
He decidido daros otra oportunidad. Recoged a vuestro hermano y traédmelo al laberinto.
He seems a lot more friendly in this interaction, but I'm still slightly suspicious. I feel like at this point, though, she has no other choice but to trust him. Oh, that's disgusting, man. Is this gonna end up being like some Joker origin story? It's risky for Ophelia to be trying this while the captain's in there. Let's have this guy be sent into whatever realm that creepy thing was before. I feel like that's a match made in heaven. Oh, very smart. She's gonna drug him. Quite the serendipitous situation. Ophelia, start running. How long does it take that medicine to take effect? Hopefully pretty instantly. Oh, thank goodness, man. Not a second too late right there. This is fantastic filmmaking, though, having kind of the apex of Ophelia's story taking place at a big battle, or during a big battle, I should say. All the drama's coming to a head.
¡Entregadme al niño!
No, mi hermano se queda conmigo.
¿Negaréis vuestra cuna por él?
This interaction with the fawn is making me feel like there's a lot of similarities between his personality and the captain. What? So the captain can't see any of those? Is this all in her mind? Either she's been coming up with all this stuff herself, or it's just only her that can see these things. Yo, did he actually just shoot her? Oh my gosh, man. What? There's no way I was going to see that coming. That was so unexpected. Seeing that shot there now, though, I guess that is what was at the beginning of the film. I just didn't realize it. He's gonna break the watch, isn't he? Just like the other husband did.
Decidle a qué hora murió su padre. Decidle que yo...
No, ni siquiera sabrá tu nombre.
Heck yes, man. Oh, freaking tell him. Oh, that was poetic right there, man. That was some excellent dialogue. And just the way that it connected with the story earlier was beautifully done. But surely Ophelia's not going to end up dead for real. Shoot, this got real sad here. I was not prepared for that, especially considering that she's a young girl. I'm not used to young girl protagonists dying at the end of movies. That's some extremely bold storytelling.
Habéis derramado vuestra sangre antes que la de un inocente. Esa era la última prueba, la más importante. Y habéis elegido bien.
That's some excellent storytelling. Holy cow. They completely tricked me with that writing. I thought she was done, but she actually did exactly what she was supposed to do. Oh gosh, wait though, that last shot of her smiling right there makes me think that it was just her mind kind of playing out the ideal scenario again for her actions. Wow, man, that was a very, very fascinating movie. Some truly unique storytelling, a lot of unexpected moments in that, especially with the ending. So either everything was in her mind and she was just kind of like creating her own fairy tale to act as an escape from the own dark reality that she was living, and she just envisioned all those things so that she could become like the hero of her own story and saving her brother there at the end. If that's the case, that's an incredibly dark and heavy story that I was not ready for, but it's very, very well done if that is the case. A lot of very profound moments and messages, and saying it out loud, it feels like to me that that is maybe the most likely scenario. The other scenario being that it wasn't all in her imagination and it was real, and that she was the only one who could see it. And just like the fairy tale said at the beginning, when she died, her spirit went on. It seems like an ending that could be up for some interpretation, but I think I'm going to stick with my thought that it wasn't real life, but it was her imagination trying to deal and process with the horrible things going on around her. But man, that's probably the best Guillermo del Toro movie that I think I've seen so far. I need to look up, and I'll do it immediately after the credits are over, what other movies he's made and what I've seen, but I feel like this is definitely the most emotionally mature and impactful one that I've seen from him. I thought his direction was really, really good. I don't know if he wrote this as well as directed it, but either way, his kind of unique style and flair was very apparent, and I think fit perfectly the story of this movie, the thing that it was trying to tell. I thought all the acting was amazing in this movie. especially that of the lead girl. It's very rare that you get child actors to lead a movie like that and be very convincing, especially for a movie as dark and adult themed as this. But I thought all the other actors and actresses were very good. Whoever the captain was, I hated him in the movie, but it's obviously a credit to the actor for doing a very convincing bad guy. But just a really fascinating story. I really liked how it just transported me completely to that world, and I don't feel like there were really ever any moments that took me out of the experience. I feel like it was great at just immersing me into that story, into that world. I mean, I've already mentioned it enough, but I'll say it again, the creature design was phenomenal in this, just mainly because its uniqueness and just the shockingness of seeing some of them, especially whatever that eye hand guy was. He was really creepy. I hadn't really seen any kind of character like him before in a movie, so I quickly looked up what other Guillermo del Toro movies I'd seen besides Crimson Peak and Mimic, and the other one that I'd seen was Pacific Rim, which I completely forgot he directed that one because it's such a different style from, I feel like, his usual format for movies. And so out of the 4 that I've seen from him now, definitely think this one is my favorite that I've seen from him. Just feel like it's so much more rich with fantastic themes, and there's just like a lot more to unpack. I feel like it's a much more smart movie than the other ones. Not to say the other ones are like bad by any means, but I definitely rank this one as his best that I've seen from him. I just feel like he really nailed all the aspects of this one that he was going for, and because of how well done the script and the story of the movie was, I feel like there's so much to unpack from different moments and different messages that I feel like there's no way I'll get everything immediately after my first viewing. So I'd love to hear some of your guys' thoughts about it, maybe what it means to you, or if I got any of my thoughts during my post-analysis incorrect or correct. I'd definitely love to hear from you guys, because this definitely feels like a movie that you could glean a lot of information from, and that was not what I was expecting at all. It's a very deep movie. I feel like it's a very philosophical movie in some of the things that it portrays, and if I'm going off my thought that what she was experiencing was just the way that she was dealing with the trauma around her of her life and all the different circumstances, I feel like a lot of the creatures or different things that she was experiencing was in a way portrayals of people in her life, maybe the captain, maybe her mother, maybe other things. And so I'm very interested to look up some of the kind of explained videos or information about it and see all the different metaphors that it contained, because just watching it, I feel like it's very packed with them. And I don't know if this was Guillermo del Toro's intention with the movie or the story, but the way that it's presented, Ophelia's story is kind of like its own fairy tale, the ones like she was reading, because of how applicable her experiences are to kind of real life events, real life trauma. It kind of presents the case that fairy tales do have significance for adults, and that there can be adult like fairy tales and stuff, and that unique visual storytelling like that definitely is applicable no matter how old you are. And so that's just another interesting thought that came to mind about it. I don't know if that made any sense or if that was his intention in kind of suggesting that more mature and thought-provoking fairy tales should be made, but definitely makes a good case for it if it was his intention. But really loved the story of it, a lot of things to think about, and so hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me react to this. If you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. That helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel out. As always, if you'd like to watch along with me for the entire length of the movie, definitely check out my Patreon link in the description. That's where you can find my full-length reaction to this, where you obviously need your own copy of the movie to watch along with me, but you'll also find all the other full-length reactions I've done for the channel there as well. But I look forward to interacting with you guys in the comments of this one. Look forward to hearing all your thoughts about it. And until the next video, I will see you all later. Peace.